And good evening, everybody. State of the channel address. I hate doing these things. I hate having to do channel updates. But it's got to be done. Got to let you guys know and tell you that this is my general idea for the channel over the next coming weeks, coming months. So I really started ramping up my content in the last couple of months because of the fact of, let me turn this heater off here. Because of the fact of I've actually started getting some traffic here on the channel. I feel like it's grown a lot in the last, at least the last 6 months have been incredible. You guys have been incredible, sharing my stuff, tagging me on Twitter, telling people to subscribe. I even had an email the other night from somebody asking me what the about the CWF dojo, the wrestling school, and I had to tell them, hey, I'm not affiliated with the promotion, so I don't know pricing or anything. So you're gonna have to contact them, and I directed them to CWF247.com. And that goes for anybody who would like to train at the CWF Dojo. We're in Gibsonville, North Carolina. Head on over to CWF247. That's CWF247.com. There's a thing at the top of the page for wrestling school, and they will get you hooked up there. So it's cool to have. I'll admit, I like the attention that I've been getting. I like the, even the negative stuff, which I tend to not put negative comments up because I feel like the video that I did about Grimm a couple of days ago, about the Grimm's Toy Show guy who bashed Nia Jax live at the Rumble and put it up on YouTube, calling her Nia Cow or Nia Fat, and I really laid into that guy probably more than I should. I think in the video I wished that he would go broke and poor and that his family would be homeless. So maybe I shouldn't have gone that far, but I still maintain the fact that he's no better than one of these guys who goes out there and does dick flip spots and blow up doll spots, and it's just, he's trash. He's freaking complete utter trash. But that's not why I'm here. Let's get to why I'm here. 2017 was not a good year for me, job-wise. I did not make a whole lot of money. I had 3 or 4 different jobs over the course of the year. It sucked due to companies treating me like utter trash and internet issues. I couldn't hold down a freaking job last year. And it's gotten to the point with my family and Bobby Ventura put out on Twitter, is the girlfriend forcing you to get a job? No, she's not forcing me to do anything. Basically, it's like, hey, if I want to, continue to have a roof over my head, I have to go and get a real job. I wish this channel would take off to the point where this was my job. I wish the Twitch and the Patreon would take off to the point where I wouldn't have to go out and get a job, that I could sit here and do videos for you guys all day, every day, because believe me, I would if I could. That's the goal. And, that is my dream job, is to be, a streamer and to basically do what a lot of good YouTubers like Boogie2988 and everybody else has, Rich from Review Tech USA and everybody else who does this for a living. That is my goal. As you can see by my shitty webcam here, my goal is to get better equipment. This microphone, okay? This is a microphone like if you were going to go be a comedian at a nightclub. This is not a good microphone if you want to podcast. My voice sounds better, on this than on this, granted, but, a roof over my head, clothes on my kids and girlfriends' back, and food in their stomachs. I'll be honest with you. I haven't been a good boyfriend the last few months. I damn sure haven't been a good provider. I haven't been a good person. A lot of people are saying that I have an attitude, that I just, and part of it is, I'm going to treat this kind of like a therapy session. Part of it is that I worked in a call center for a company for 2 years. And for those 2 years, I toughed it out day after day, getting screamed at and cursed at in my ear. And it got to the point where I could no longer take it. I cracked mentally, more than what people know, more than I let on. To the point where I was like, maybe I need to go see somebody about this, but I didn't. But I learned that I'm not, while I come across as a people person on here, and I love everybody who watches my videos. I thank you very, very much for doing so, and I thank you for all the support. That's about as far as my people skills can travel, and maybe it is because I like doing this, because it is something that I'm into. And talking to people on the phone about their technical issues and the stupidity of these people is what gets to me, to the point where, and people go, well, Joe, why can't you go off and get a job at McDonald's or somewhere else? Because in person, it's just as worse. Also, I have health issues with my knees and my diabetes and everything like that. Diabetes. That keeps me from standing up for long periods of time, sitting down for long periods of time. My health, dude, people, I'm telling you right now, my health is terrible. So there's a lot of factors that come into play that make it to where, hey, I want to do this for a living. So the state of the channel is this. I have been, pumping out content like crazy, and I will continue to put out as much content as I can, but realizing that this is not going to happen overnight, I have been forced to, or not forced. I realized that, hey, we're about to, the water's about to rise above the head, if you know what that means. It's to the point where, if I can't pay, you didn't miss much, RJ. I welcome, by the way. It's getting to the point where if I don't go off and do something to help out other than YouTube, I will not have any internet, and I can't do YouTube if I don't have internet to begin with. I can't do the CWF After Show if I don't have the internet. And my girlfriend, being a sweetheart that she is, can't carry the load alone, and she's been carrying the load alone and trying to keep us above float for the last, for most of 2017. I got to admit it, but in my mind, I'm sitting here going, do I want my mental health, or do I want a job? Do I need a job? And it's very hard for me to outweigh the two, or to choose, I got to find a way to make them equally. I got a couple of jobs lined up that, are not necessarily in tech support. So I'm hoping that they'll come through, because I can't do technical support for a living anymore. I can't deal with people on that level anymore. It frustrates me to the point where I want to, I'll be honest with you, when I worked for Comcast, and even, most of 2017, when I did have a job, I would work my 8 hours, I would get off work, and I would go to bed. I'd wake up, go to work, get off work, go to bed. There was days when I didn't even eat because I was just so frazzled and triggered. So it's one of those things where, I know that I have to find something, and because I'm having to find something, because I'm having to find a quote-unquote real job, the content's going to end up having to go down a little bit. The after show, as far as I know, again, the job's got to come first, and if they want me to work Wednesday nights, I'll have to work Wednesday nights. But there will be an after show. Another thing that I want to start doing to get people, I guess to, kind of balance things out, is more Patreon content. I'm going to be doing a $5 tier for my Patreons. I haven't exactly figured out what reward is going into that $5 tier. If you have anything that I can do, help me out. I will gladly take your suggestions, but I have to do these things. I have to put certain things behind the paywall in order for me to, in order for me to continue this. I can't sit here and do this and not get paid for it. It's just one of those things where it's a hobby. You don't get paid to do hobbies. Some people do, but I haven't been. And I never really got into this to make money. Like, the after show will always be free. The Raw and SmackDown post-game shows, when I do them, will always be free if I can do them. But the thing is that I have to go off. I have to go adult for a while and suck it up and just, take care of business, as it will. Because if I don't, my family's quickly turning their backs on me. They don't understand the YouTube thing. When I tell them, hey, it's going to take a while for it to get up and running, they don't want to wait. and you know, Comcast, who provides my internet, and my landlord and everybody else, they are not going to wait either. So another thing that's going to be happening on the channel, I'm going to try to start doing, as I said, I really liked doing the commentary to old CWF matches. See, the thing is, I don't know if I'd do that. I don't know if that would go over. I could do that for my $5 Patreon subscribers, but I don't think that would sell. Who wants to hear me on commentary? I mean, if you want me to do it, leave, you know, Jonathan Miller suggested it. If you like his suggestion, leave a comment below. I'll do it if you want me to do it. Another thing I do have coming out here on the Patreon for my $1 subscribers is a video coming out next week where there's an old wrestling documentary that came out in 2000 that aired on network television. I'm not going to tell you which one it is, because if you want to find out, links below in the description. Become one of my $1 warriors, and you'll find out. I did commentary over the True Life I'm a Pro Wrestler documentary, and it's one of the most watched videos and commented videos on the YouTube channel. So I'm going to be doing that style with another pro wrestling documentary that is coming out soon. It's not Beyond the Mat, because I know Beyond the Mat would get copyrighted and taken down. So maybe I'll do Beyond the Mat one of these days, but I'm not going to do it now. There's all kinds of other stuff. I know that RJ has, I think last night we were talking, RJ Elite, who's an awesome channel. I advise you everybody to go subscribe. I streamed with him last night. Congratulations on hitting those subscriber amounts, RJ. We're about 200. We're almost to 200, guys. So share this video. Tell your friends to subscribe. I think we're at 187 or 181. I don't know. I don't have it here in front of me. But that's the way things are now. Also, I'm going to try to tone down on my ranting. I've done a couple What Pissed Joe Off Today videos, and those will continue, maybe not on a regular basis. But I do realize that this channel is not exactly family friendly. I have a mouth like a sailor. I always have. And I'm trying to remedy that a little bit. So my family wants me to try to remedy that a bit. But I grew up in a family where the F word was... what's his channel like? He does video games and pro wrestling stuff. He's a really... Man, that stream last night was crazy. He introduced me to a game called Fortnite, which... I suck at, but I'm giving it a shot. I enjoy it. So head on over to his channel, view that stream over there. I helped stream it a little bit on my channel. It's like 3 different YouTubers streaming the same thing at once. It was beautiful. Now, if we could all share the same audience, that would be even better. But I'm gonna try to get my content a little less cursing. I'm trying. Oh man, there's a lot of things that ticked me off today. Like seeing those comments. Now, I will tell you that I do approve all my comments on my channel. I'm not like these YouTubers that just let people just fire off whatever they want to. If I see something insanely negative that I think is going to offend people, as dinner's ready, I'm being called, tell them dinner's ready. So, you know, if I see something, somebody comments something on one of my videos and I think it's really going to offend somebody, I don't put it up there. Because that's not what you come here to read. I mean, it's okay to read the comments, and it's okay to, you know, but they should, you know, when somebody's telling me or somebody that, you know, one of them was on the Grimm video that I did, and he literally said that Nia Jax should just quit the business altogether, and well, I won't say the rest, but you get the hint. One of them was like, dude, you calling Nia Jax sexy? That's just not true. She's not sexy at all. And I'm just like, come on, man, for real? I mean, I get it, the good with the bad, you know, but like Bruce Mitchell told me on Twitter, suck it up. You got to take the good with the bad. But the beauty of YouTube is I can delete the bad shit, you know. So, and the beauty of Twitter is we can block people who are negative. Yeah, we really care. Me, my channel, RJ's channel, we really care about our subs, and we try to do what we can for them. My Patreon subscribers, though, man, they're going to get... That's the thing. Patreon subscribers that I have going forward, they're going to get top priority on my content. It may get to the point where pre-recorded videos get released to them a day, 24 hours before they get released to anybody else. And that's maybe, except for the CWF after show and the Raw post game show, stuff like that, those will continue to be live streamed and archived and everything like that. But any other videos I do may be put on Patreon a full 24 hours beforehand, and nothing, that's just the way it'll be. But yeah, that's pretty much the state of things right now. I got a job interview Monday for a tech support company. My girlfriend's like, "You look, sound so happy to get it," and I'm like, because it's the job I need and not the job I want. They always tell people, go in with the interview for the job you want, not not the job you need. Well, this is not the job I want, so it's the job I need. And doing YouTube and doing Twitch and everything like that, that's the job I want. That's the end game for me. So yeah, that's pretty much the status of things here on the channel. If you guys want to call in tonight, let me know what's up. If any suggestions you have, whatever the case may be, 434-710-4900. Give me 1 second, guys. Sorry. I'll go ahead and fire up the Skype if you guys want to go ahead and call on in. Can I get a Joe White t-shirt for donating $20? That's actually coming. That is actually coming. If you donate $20 a month, see, the thing about Patreon is, if you want to donate on Patreon, that comes out monthly. That is per month that you're committing to. But if you just want to throw $20 my way for a t-shirt, I'm going to have merchandise coming. The American Lucha guys, let me check this out. You guys watching this stream, check this out. You're going to get full on, I released it on my Twitter, but in case you did not see it, check out this logo that my boys at American Lucha made me for the after show. Where is it? It's too big for the OBS. See if we can shrink that down a little bit. There you go. Ain't that beautiful? That's going to be going on my t-shirt. I've actually gotten permission from CWF Top Brass to actually use their logo, and I'm going to be using that's my t-shirt coming out soon. I don't know about the leather design background, because it may just be the lettering in the microphone on a shirt, but it's Thank you, Jonathan, for subscribing to RJ. Jonathan's a cool guy, man. Yeah. But, no, don't be sorry, man. I'm good for the machine. The machine's good for me. That's the way I look at it. But here's the thing. That logo is probably going to go on a t-shirt soon. Probably around the 1st of March. And the only way you're going to be able to get one of those shirts is it's going to, given the cost of the shirts and everything, I don't know pricing just yet. But I'm looking at probably $20 to $25 for one of those things. That helps me cover the cost of buying the shirts. It also helps me cover the cost of the graphic design, because I'm probably going to have to chuck them something, for using the logo. Even though the logo may be given a sponsorship, but, here, it's one that's my t-shirt. It's going to have my, it might have the YouTube logo or the YouTube channel link and stuff on the back of it, or my Twitter handle or something on the back of the t-shirt. But yeah, that's coming your guys' way in the spring, and I look forward to it. I really do. I get that tax refund back. That's what some of the money is going to. So yeah, and my girlfriend, she understands, hey, you got to kind of spend some money to make some money. But so that's coming your guys' way. I'm going to have other stuff, like I said, exclusive content as well. Patreon exclusive live streams as well. So, if you want to play on, I have a PS4. So if you want to play on the PS4 with me, I may do, Patreon exclusive viewing parties, like we did Fortnite last night. I might do something like that for my Patreon subscribers. If, that could be a $10 tier or no, I'm just, thank you, Jonathan. I appreciate that. It's going to be a kick-ass shirt. But that's the plan right now. That's the future of the channel. That's the future of this show. Monday night, we got a Raw post-game show coming your way if everything goes right. I do have a Teespring. Well, because the thing is with the American Lucha guys, I'm really good friends with them in person. So they could probably cut me a better deal than Teespring ever could. Plus, I would get the shirts physically, and I would be the ones physically mailing them out and such. So that's, I want to put in the work. I don't want a third-party company doing it for me. Why? Because I would have to pay them. This way, I buy the shirts from American Lucha, hand them whatever they want for them, and then I can sell them for whatever I can to make up the cost of that plus some. I don't like the idea of going to a Teespring or a Pro Wrestling Tees because they skim off the top right away from you. And plus you have to have a certain amount of Twitter followers and Instagram followers, or, in the case of Pro Wrestling Tees, you got to have a certain amount of followers, or you could pay them $75 startup cost, which you're not guaranteed to make back because, again, they're still going to skim their cost of the shirt off the top. So it's one of those things where I want to try to do it on my own. I like the idea of, and if you put a, I'll sign the shirt for you if you want me to sign it. If you buy one from me, I'll even slip in a thank you card, whatever the case may be. I thought about maybe doing, what a Bruce Pritchard does and giving people phone calls, but who the hell wants to talk to me? So, hell, even, somebody just wrote me a Twitter message and said, what about Q&A exclusively on Patreon? Thing is, people have to send me questions first. so which if you would like to send me questions for our Q&A, please do so at, you can either DM me the questions at Joe Pillow to Post or CWFaftershow at yahoo.com. That's CWFaftershow, all one word, at yahoo.com. But yeah, that's the status of everything now. I will be streaming some Last later on tonight. Part 2 of that stream is going up. Even though now, thanks to RJ, I'm now addicted to Fortnite, so I'm going to play that for a little bit. But at 10 o'clock tonight, I'm going to try to stream some of The Last of Us, and go forward from there. But yeah, that's the status of this channel. It's kind of got to take a back seat in my life for now. Once I get a job, it's my focus is getting a job right now, or getting a regular job, I should say, and grinding it out, so to speak. It's not something that I want to do. It's something that I need to do. Granted, I want to support my family and I want to help them out as much as I can, but I just wish I could do it in my own way, and my own way is not working at the moment. So anyway, guys, that's the status of things right now. And if you have a comment for me, leave a comment below. The shows aren't going anywhere. I'm still going to do stuff. The OTRS Central guy, he does stuff, but a Raw review on Wednesday is useless. Sorry, it just is. If you don't get that Raw review out within 24 hours of that show being, or at least I'll say this, if you're doing a Raw review and you don't get it out there by the time SmackDown airs, something's wrong. You shouldn't be doing it. You got too little time on your hands if that's the case. But I will try to start doing a Raw after show on Mondays and SmackDown on Tuesdays. I really enjoyed doing them last week. I really enjoyed doing the Raw pre-show and after show with AC. That was a blast. Hopefully we can get AC more here on the channel. There's a video up right now, in fact, where we talk XFL, we talk New Japan and everything. I might even have a New Japan video. I might even have a video about New Japan coming up here in the future, because it does look like they're going to do the dreaded storyline of splitting apart the Bullet Club. I don't want to see it, because it reminds me too much of the Wolfpack versus the Black and White. It was horrible then. It's going to be horrible now. And it creates one more faction in New Japan, so to speak, that they got too many already with Suzuki-gun and Chaos and Bullet Club and the New Japan faction. There's just too many already. But it's a good way for them to spread out the too many titles that they have. So, Worldwide After Show Thursday afternoon, no. And here's the why. If I do a Worldwide After Show, if I can't do it on Wednesday nights after the show airs, it's going to go up Thursday morning, and here's why. The goal of the after show is to get my thoughts and opinions up before any other podcast has a chance to. There's a couple other podcasts out there that do worldwide, that do CWF reviews, and it's the weekend before they're out. That's too late for me. You know, I know, granted, there's a lot of people out there that aren't watching it until the weekend, but the goal of that after show is to be like the Talking Dead of CWF. It's to be right after Worldwide airs, or as close to right after as I can get. And it will always be live, whether it be, you know, early in the morning or late at night. It's going to be live, regardless of how many people view it live. It's going to be live. I enjoy doing that show live. So, yeah. That's where things stand right now. My family's yelling at me, telling me dinner's ready again. So I'm going to go up there and eat some dinner. And I thank you guys so much for watching. Let me know what you think about it in the comments below. But that's the status of the channel going forward in 2018. I might even do that New Japan video tomorrow, giving my thoughts on the whole thing. Being the Elite this week, except for the Young Bucks being on there. You know, Marty Scurll singing Avril Lavigne was funny as fuck to me. But anyway, you all know my opinion on the Young Bucks. The less of them we see, the better. But anyway, also I don't know what I feel. I don't know. Yeah, we'll get there tomorrow. We'll get there tomorrow because there's a whole lot of stuff that goes into the split if it happens. But anyway, gonna get off here, guys. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you later tonight when we stream some Last of Us here live on the channel.